This conference will now be recorded.
As anyone can respond to what is loop, why we are going to use loop concept. I think I can see that most of the mechanical, ECE, CSE all are there. So just we'll start the basic. Once you understand the basic stuff, it would be easy for us to fix the things. Generally loops we can right now repeat. We can go for right, and this is repeat. Whenever you want to repeat the block of code, so then we are going to use right now loops concepts. What are the loops we're having? We're having while and for loop as well as do while. Right, we are having do while. Right, and if when come to this for loop, while loop and all, let's come to the C language. We are going to write the syntax is this. So while, and here we can put the condition, right, and you can open and then and you can write the statements, statement 1, statement 2 and all, and end of this. But one thing we are missing here, we should have right now increment decrement. That's very important. Increment as well as decrement, you should, it is a part of the block, it is a part of your statement block. Before that you should write now initialization, you should write right now initialization. So initialization is very starting, and then this is the C language syntax. Whereas come to the Python, if you go for this Python language, it's same, but we don't follow this open brace end braces, rest all as it is same. Let's go for this right now initialization. So we'll take it initialization. So then this is while and condition colon, and here we are going to follow indentation. We'll follow right now indentation. This is statement. This statements we are going to write now number of statements, and as part of this one either increment or decrement. Increment or decrement. This is it's part of your I mean Python language. Even your Java also same kind. Java also same kind. But only thing, whereas come to the C language, if you want to write output, we can write now printf here. We can go for printf. In case it is Python, you can go for right now print statement. In case Java, it is right now system dot out dot print or println. System dot out dot or println, we can use it. So this is what the basic stuff of while block. In the same way, let's go for right now. This is for loop. If you go for loop, what is syntax for this one? Same. We can start right now for and initialization. Initialization condition, and also here right now increment as well as decrement, and here we can put out right now open brace end braces. This may be statements. We can write n number of statements here, how many statements you want. But only one thing, compared to the while block, initialization condition, everything we are going to keep it as part of this for loop. All three blocks is together. This as for C language kind. This is for comes under C language. In case same come to the Python, right? Same we can take right now for I in range of, we can write starting as well as ending. So start comma end, right? And maybe you can go for increment decrement if required. By default you can take increment decrement colon, and here you're going to write now statements. You can write here statements. This is a basic thing. And also we have one more thing. This is second form of this right now. Second form of for loop. Second form of for loop. Second form of for loop. What is that right now? We can go right now for I in here, maybe sequence data type. Here sequence data type. Sequence or collection. Sequence or collection, and as it is statements. the second form of for loop. Both, even in Java, we are going to have right now second form of for loop. In Java also we are going to have same. So Java, we can have same for loop. This as it is same, we are going to use it in Java also. Other than that, we have one more form of for loop, that is second form of for loop. Second form of for loop. Second form of for loop. What is second form of for loop? As it is same. So I here data type, right? Now this is data type, right? Data type, and here we can write the where, maybe reference variable we can write, and here we can put right now collection. We can go for here collection or array. Collection or array. We can write it this. So then as it is, we can keep it the second form of for loop like this, and as it is statements, we can go for this is second form of for loop in Java, and here we can go for right now print, maybe system dot out dot print of whatever the statements you want, right? Maybe where, whatever you want to print, you can print it. See, this is first form of for loop, this is second form of for loop in the Java. Same thing will continue. Whereas come to nested loops concepts, what up right now, most of the times you are going to prefer loop within another loop, maybe for loop within another loop, we can use that. I just have a logic, just write a logic to access all the diagonal elements of matrix. Can anyone give the logic for this? Yeah, can anyone give the logic for this? Simple one, right? So just accessing all the diagonal elements of the matrix. So anyone can give the logic for this? Yeah, anyone? Write a logic to access all diagonal elements of the matrix. Very simple one. Just you can write any language, no problem. Just diagonal elements I want. 2 members, 3 members are responded. Pahima, Teja, Pooja, Ankita, Deepak. Okay. See, let's take right now, this is 4. So we can take right now int I will start with 0, number of rows, I less than number of rows, right? And I, this is we have to access, and we can put this now for rows, columns you have to access, right? J will start with 0, J less than columns, and J plus plus, and here you can do this. So whatever you want to access, maybe 2-dimensional matrix, right? How to access, we can go for this. Just I'm writing algorithm. As a Python, it will get changes. C and Java almost same kind. We can take here. I can go for right now. This is print. So let's go for right now print diagonal element, right? So this is matrix M of I as well as J. But we need to access only diagonal elements, right? We need to access only diagonal elements. So whenever you want to access diagonal elements, so how it look like diagonal elements? This is your matrix, right? And 0 0, this is diagonal element, 1 1 2 2, right? And 3 3 3 3. This is your diagonal element. This 4 by 4 matrix, 4 by 4 matrix prime diagonal. And this side diagonal matrix, what up right now, this is 0 3, right? And 1 2. And whereas come this side diagonal matrix, you can check it, 1 of 1, 0 3 and 1 2, then 1 1, and next diagonal element we keep checking that. So yeah, these 1 2, and this side diagonal, what is the diagonal element? Next this side diagonal 1 1, and right now this is 0 3, right? This is 0 3, we can access. So but right now I just want to find out only this prime and diagonal. What is the common thing I and J same, right? I and j is what? It is similar. I and j is very similar elements. In case you want to access second diagonal, that simple very thing, what right now I plus j should be equal to n minus 1. I plus j should be equal to n minus 1 if you want to access second diagonal. Second diagonal, I plus j, you can take this is I plus j equal to n minus 1, this also n minus 1, like this. Keep accessing. Maybe we keep on accessing 1 elements. Keep on accessing 1 elements, we can access. Okay. Now these what actually basically how to access diagonal elements. So what is the condition? How to put it here? So you can put right now if I equal to what? J. So then diagonal elements we can, these are diagonal elements, we can print it, and end of your inner for loop, end of your outer for loop. This is the basic stuff. This is the basic stuff how to access two-dimensional matrix. These where I just want to make you understand how nested loops we are going to use in the code. And now I just want to know that how many times this statement will get executed. How many times this statement will get executed? This print statement will get executed how many times? Print statement will get executed how many times? Obviously n times only, right? Obviously n times, because this is, but this statement will get executed how many times? This if statement got executed how many times? If statement will get executed how many times? Rows into, is that only n plus 1? Please be clear that what right now row, what right now this is row into column times, row into columns, that many times. Yeah, m into n square. This we can write now m number of rows, so number of rows and number of columns, that many times this if statement will got executed. But this statement got executed how many times? Only n times. This statement got executed only n times. So done. Now let make you understand what is the arrays, and please keep it mute. Request to all, can you please keep it mute, everyone? Yeah, fine, thank you. Now arrays, how to declare in C language, how to declare in Python. Let's see right now. First, in case you go for arrays in C language, you can make it this is 100, right? There is one way of declaring C language. Whereas come to the Python, same, we can go for right now. This is simple. So A of Python, we can make it as a list. We can make it as a list, or in case this is the list concept, you can use it Python. Or you want to go for arrays concepts, yes, you can go for arrays module and you can print it. Arrays module and you can declare it. Yes, 107. That's why I'm actually declaring C language only. I'm using C language. So if you have any issues, please immediately you can stop and ask me. Even mechanical civil students, if you have any problem, immediately please stop and ask me so that I'll discuss. Now, declaration of array is this one. And in Python, we are going to declare as the list concept. And when come to the, Java, how can you declare anyone? Because most of the members are mentioned. How to declare in Java? Yeah. Yes. How we can declare in Java? Arrays. People are mentioned, you know Java, right? How can I declare in Java? Even in Python also, instead of list, we can define as arrays concepts also, like this is. We can go for a reference variable and array dot array, and we can write right now here type code I, and here I can write the number of elements, how many number of elements you want. This is the basic stuff. In Python, this is the C language, how to declare. In because in C language is static memory allocation, whereas come to the Python it is global. And in Java, how we can declare here? Let's make it this is int data type and array name we can take it. Now here you can go right now new and int of, you can mention size here, whatever you want to mention, you can size. So this is the basic stuff we can do it, but most of the case we are going to discuss the C language only. Don't get panic with that. Now I want to access the elements of the array. I want to access elements of the array. So whereas come to C language, you actually declare it now int a of 100. Now I want to access maybe few elements, right? Generally we go right now int n, and first accept this one. So scanf percentage of d, address operator n, semicolon is mandatory. After accepting, You want to store that because you already allocated 100 elements, but maybe you are going to use only 10 elements kind. How to store the data and how to access? Let's take right now int I value start with 0 because array index always start with 0. I less than n, then I plus plus. Maybe you can use scanf function to accept data. Scanf, so percentage of d address operator a of I. This is for storing data. This is for storing data. Storing data. And you want to access the data. You want to access the data. So how can I do right now? Just I want to print only even element. Write a logic. Write a logic to print the elements. Print the elements in reverse order. In reverse order. In reverse order. See, you already declared one array. Then just I want to print the elements in reverse order. Let's take one array. This is one array we taken, right? Let's take this array. Array index always start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This index always start with 0, 1, 2, 3, as well as 4. It means n value is right now here 5. N value is 5. Now you can insert the data. Let me take this is 2 and 3, 4, 7, 8. I want to print the data from the reverse. How you can print this one? What is the logic for this? Very simple one, right? Just I want to print the data in reverse order. How can I print it? Yeah, Python is fine, but I just requesting everyone, don't go for immediately Python because maybe the Python they will allow or not. Try to focus in C and Java. That would be better because last year they didn't allow for especially automata fix. Python didn't allow it. This year they may allow. Let's see right now. We'll focus on C. Yes, Tejaswini. So we can start from last, right? We just want to print elements we want to access. So a of 4, what is a of 4? Nothing but will get 8, right? If a of 4 means we'll get printed 8. So the basic thing right now for, you can start with int I value started right now n minus 1, then I greater than or equal to what? 0, then I minus minus. Just go right now, this is printf percentage of d. You want to give the space, then a of I. A of I, this is what? How to print the elements from the last to starting. Okay. Same thing. Let's take right now, write a logic to reverse. Write a logic to reverse the elements of an array. So what is the logic for this? Write a logic to reverse an elements of array. What is the logic for this in this case? Just you need to reverse it. You need to reverse all the elements of the array. It means first element you have to put it here, and it means these both elements should get exchanged. These both elements should get exchanged, and these two elements should get exchanged. So they should get exchanged the elements. You have to reverse the entire elements of the array, so that finally what I've right now 8, and here it is 2. 8, 2 got exchanged. 3, 7 got exchanged. This is 7. This is 3, and finally this is 4. Right? We are exchanging the elements, right? Now what is the logic for that? Just to reverse the array, just exchange the elements of the array. What is the logic for this? Yeah, please everyone try to attempt it so that you can see. Everyone can do that automata fix, and before still I'm going to remind that this. So automata fix, it's simple. You are correcting the errors. You have to correct. You have to correct code snippet. Which is given already. It may be some compilation errors or syntax errors, compilation errors, logical errors, code snippet is given, but this thing, the time limit already there. That is very important. Everyone has to understand time limit. It may be given 20, just make it right now 20 minutes. Generally 30 minutes are there. Let me 20 minutes. 20 minutes you have to solve 7 code snippets. 7 code snippets, and in case everyone can solve it, but within a 20 minutes, how many you solved? Either 2 solved, 3 solved, or 7 solved. Based on that, you will be in the board. So everyone can solve that. What are the code snippets? Very simple thing, you are going to get it. But only thing, the thing is that how efficiently you are going to, how many you can solve within less time. For that, you have to practice. So that's why when I am requesting everyone, when I given the question, immediately you have to try to attempt it, so that automatically after 1 or 2 days you will come into the zone. So don't be silent and sitting idle and seeing. You try yourself, correct. When I'm going to write the code, you can correct it. It's my request, everyone. This is very important. Please keep it in mind. Time is very important when you go for this particular session. You have to solve 7 code snippets, which are actually contain either compilation or runtime errors. That's the basic thing I'm giving. We'll start solving the code snippets now. So write a logic to reverse the elements. See, last element you want to put in a first element, so that right now swap a of last element, or right now n minus 1, and this right now a of 0. That actually we have to do first swapping. After that we have to sort right now swap of a of n minus 2, and this, see right now n minus this actually a of 1. Like this we continue the process. How long we continue the process? We keep on extending this one and this one, but I is keep coming. Whenever I will become mid, that's where we have to stop it, right? So that is the basic stuff. We can put it this one, or you can take, this is n value already there. Let's take right now n value. So I take the last element, last one right now n minus 1. Last element we can taken n minus 1, and first element anyway we can start. Let's take right now for int I value start, there is first element, and you have to repeat. See, you see right now 2 8 exchange, 3 7 exchange. Then whenever I value become middle, we have to stop it because all elements got swapped, right? I less than n by 2. Till that point you can continue the process, and I plus plus, and simple. What I right now swap of a of I comma a of last, this is done. Is this code is correct or any changes here? Is the code is perfect or we need to do any changes for this? Is this logic is perfect or we need to do any changes for this? Is there any correction or is perfect? These 2 lines of code, these 3 lines of code is perfect or need to do any changes to swap all the elements? To reverse the entire array, is this correct or need to do any changes? Perfect. So we should do that. Sometimes the code snippet they're going to give it like this. You have to write now L minus minus. If you're going to miss this one, so every element will write now last element only. Every element will with last element. So that's very important. So this is the same very simple thing to reverse the elements, of the array. So now let me take one starting technique. So write a logic to arrange the elements in a decreasing order. In a decreasing order, we should do this one. Let's take right now input. I'll give the input is this. So first input n value given. Let's take the n value given 6 I given, and automatically n value, this is the 6 is given, and array elements also will give right now. This is 56, 34, 12, 78, 23. Then let's take right now 43. So what should be the output you're expecting? You have to print out right now 6 elements are given, but you should print right now arrange the elements in descending order. So descending order, sorry for that, descending order. Descending order, we have to print this one descending order. What is the output for this one in this case? So first biggest element 78, next biggest element 56, next biggest element 43, next biggest element 34, next biggest 23, next is 12. So this is what actually you are expecting, right? Deepak You want me to explain this reverse of the array? Yeah. Deepak, you want me to explain this reverse of the array or any other thing? Reverse of the array. Okay, fine. Okay, let's take one array. Yeah. We'll take this one array. I'll go for this is 8, 3. Let's take 4, 1, 2 I taken, right? So index 1 minute ma. Monica, I'll come. So just someone having doubt this one. So first I value we started here because I value started right now 0 onwards. I value started 0. Then L value started here n minus 1. What is n value? It actually 5, right? So this value become right now 4. L value started here 4. Okay. Yeah, L value started 4. Now we need to exchange these two elements. We need to exchange. See that now I value started 0. I less than n by 2. What is n by 2 here? It actually n by 2 right now. This is n by 2 means right now 2. It is actually 2, right? So actually this value is 2 right now. 0 less than 2 condition true. We exchange this swap of a of I, a of L. So a of I value is right now 8, a of 0 and a of L. So these two will get exchanged. These two will get exchanged. This become 2 and this become right now 8 completed. So body get completed, then L minus minus. L value becomes here. Then control come back I plus plus. I value comes here, right? I value becomes 1. L value become right now 3. L value become 3. And now still 1 less than 2. 1 less than 2 condition true. Condition true means comes here exchange these two elements. These two elements get exchanged. These two elements get exchanged. Now 1 3 got exchanged. Now this become 1 and this become right now 3. Done. Then L minus minus. L value become this. L value become actually 2. So then comes here I plus plus. I value also comes here. So I value L value become right now same. I value L value become same. Now 2 less than 2 condition become false, right? Come out of the loop. And you see right now all this element didn't got exchanged as it is same. So previously we take an input is 83412 and we actually reverse the entire array. Finally after execution of this logic it is 21438. Deepak, are you clear right now? Deepak, are you clear? Shall we go next program? Fine. Yeah, now you want to reverse. Yeah, fine. Now this is the input is given. Now you need to what right now? Arrange in a sorted order, but which in which one? Arrange in a descending order, not in a ascending order, not in ascending order. So now what is the thing you can write? Can I apply here bubble sort or selection sort or mustard? Any sorting technique you can apply. So let me take right now selection sort. Let me take right now selection sort. What is the selection sort, anyone? Generally in selection sort, what we should right now, we can find in ascending order. Actually we can find minimum element index, minimum element index, and swap with first element of the array, first element of array, and second minimum second element. Continue the process, right? Second minimum find. So then we can instead of this one find the first minimum, find first minimum element index and swap with that. Same thing we can take the next step, phase 2. I'll do what right now, find second minimum, find second minimum and swap with right now second element, continue this process till all elements got sorted. So continue like this. Let's take this one only. We'll take this example. Now we need to find first minimum, right? I'll take it this is the first minimum. I'm going to assume that this is the first minimum. I'm assuming that. So S is actually pointing this one, right? First element, I'm assuming this is the minimum element. Then I want to search for remaining all elements. Can you able to find it or not? I'll start searching. J value start. I'll compare this and these two elements. Is the 34 is smaller than this one or not? Of course. So compared to these two elements, as of now, we assumed that 56 is minimum element, but I'm going to find out one more new element which is less than 56. I'll update this. Comes here. Done. Then as it is, I'll go to the next. This is the j value I'm using to access all the elements of the array. So then I'm going to compare a of j with a of s. A of j is still smaller. I'll update. Okay. So still I find it one more smaller element. Fine. Then go to the next element. Now a of s with a of j. A of j is right now not smaller than 12. So 78 is not smaller than 12. Don't update s value. Fine. Then go to the next element and a of j with a of s. Is this value smaller than this one? No, it is not smaller. So I'll do one thing. I'll go here. So then I'll check it. This element with a of s 43 is not smaller. Then I increment. I don't have any more elements in the list, so that I stop the process. Finally, I find it first minimum element. What is the thing? Find the first minimum element index and swap with first element of the array. Swap with first element of the array. Now these two elements get exchanged. Now this become right now 12 and this become what? 56. This become 56. Now what we done right now? We actually fix the first element. We find it first element. We insert in first location. Done. Now go and find out second element. I start from here. I'll start from here. So then see this location already fixed. Now remaining from all these elements, we need to find second minimum element. We need to find second minimum element. Okay. Yeah, now you can see right now here I need to find the second minimum element. So from this, as it is, I'm going to assume right now whatever the second element, whatever the element is that I'm going to assume it is a minimum. Then start compare rest all the elements. I'm going to compare rest all the elements. I keep compare rest all the elements. I find right now next minimum element. We'll keep comparing next minimum element. Now see that as it is a of s with a of j. Now of course a of s is smaller. Then go to the next one. A of s, a of j. Now 34 is not smaller than 78. No. Then go to this one. Now as of now we assume this is the minimum, right? I find it one more element which is smaller. Then update this. Update this value. Done. So then go to the next one. We keep doing the next process. And we'll go to the next element. Maybe I can find out 23 with 43. No, it is not smaller. Don't update. So then j plus plus. We already completed all the elements. Stop the process. Stop the process. Then finally I find it one element, second minimum element. What is that? Now find second minimum element and swap it right now second array of that. Now this I'm going to get extend. This become right now 23 and this is 34. This is 34. Done. So like this, we continue the same process. We are going to continue the same process. Every phase we are going to continue like this. And finally, we are going to perform n-1 phases. All elements get sorted. So let's convert into the algorithm and logic wise. And then we will do the exchange. What are the logic I'm giving for one purpose, but I'm asking question is different. Let's see right now. First int number of phases. I will start right now 0 onwards. And you have to continue till less than what? n-1 phases and I plus plus, that many phases. And now we have to start what right now? Min element. So go for it now. Yeah, min element index. So I'll take right now yes, or you can take right now min equal to I. I am assuming whatever the element is, that is the minimum. Then take right now for, so int j value started right now I plus 1 always, and j less than n and j plus plus. And here we are going to check it. What right now? If a of s, which is smaller, if you find any element is smaller than this one, then we are going to update this one. We are going to update right now. What right now? S equal to what? J. After completion of the entire process, then we are going to swap it. We are going to swap these two elements. What is it now? A of s, a of I. That is the first element, and a of s. We'll swap these two elements. End of this. This is what actually your logic to arrange the element in a sorted order, but the elements will get sorted in ascending order. Whatever the logic I given this one, whatever the logic we given here, if I'm going to give the input of this one, this logic will produce the output. What right now? 12, 23, 34, 43, 56, 78. But what is the question I given? What is the question? You need to arrange the elements in a descending order, not in ascending order. But this logic actually given right now ascending order. Now you need to do some changes. You need to do one change here in this parallel logic to arrange the elements in a descending order. What change we need to perform? See, this logic actually what we discussed, this logic actually arranging the elements in a ascending order, but you need to print the elements in a descending order. You need to print the element in a descending order. In this order actually you want to print it. What changes you have to perform for this particular logic? Now tell me, what is the change I have to perform here? Sorry for that. Yeah, this I can make yes. Yeah, fine. Yes, Monica, done. S equal to I. Now what change we have to perform? See, this logic actually we are doing that, we are arranging elements in ascending order, but the question is you need to arrange the elements in a descending order. What change we have to perform here? One simple change. Yeah, Lahiri is given, perfect. Okay, need to explain slowly, perfect. Yeah, one more time I explain, fine. Venkat, have a look once. This is the input we take an array ma. We taken the input is this array. Okay, this is the input we taken, this one array. Okay, and index is, we know that what is index 0. This index right now 1, array index wise. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this one right now 5. But here we know that n value right now 6. N value actually 6. Is that I am audible to everyone? I am audible to everyone? Yeah, someone is asking not audible. Please check it your internet connectivity and mic ma. Thanks to all. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Now you can see right now, Venkat, have a look once. These array we taken. Size is array is right now 6, and array index always start with 0, 0, 1, 2 till what right now 5. The general array representation. Selection sort, what actually selection sort we are following procedure is, first find what right now minimum element. Find first minimum element and swap with first element of the array. That is the first rule. Then continue the same process like this. What actually I am doing right now is, I am assuming first element which is there. Yeah, for ascending order actually doing. Descending order will come. Descending order will come. That ascending order I am explaining, and descending order I am asking to do that. So Venkat, have a look here. Now this is the first element. I am assuming this is the first element, is the minimum element. Then I compare with rest all the elements. That's what right now I'm going to start j value. So from all these with respect to always phase was I value started here. That's why j equal right now I plus 1. Now this element I am assuming it is the minimum, but I don't know, maybe this n minus elements, maybe I'm going to have minimum element compared to 56. That's what actually we are doing. Now a of s with a of j, a of s value 56, a of j right now 34. So 34 is smaller than 56. Actually we assumed 56 minimum. No, we find it one more element which is smaller than 56. Update this value. Update this value, then keep searching for next elements, j plus plus. Now a of s with a of j. Now as of now, this is the s is pointing up to this list, up to this list, up to these many elements. This is the smallest element. S is always pointing smallest element index. Okay. The next element I taken, I'm going to compare a of s with a of j, which is smaller. Of course, new element is smaller this one. Then update s value. Update s value, right? Then go to the next, as it is next elements, as it is next elements. We keep going the next one after one element. Now I compare A of S with A of J. Is A of J smaller than A of S? No, right? Because 78 is not smaller than 12. Don't update S value. If you find the element which is smaller than A of S, then only update it, okay? So then I go to the next element. Now 23 is smaller than 12. A of S is smaller than A of J is smaller than A of S? No, right? 23 is not smaller than 12. Don't update S value. I'll go to the next. Now A of J, which is smaller than A of S, is it smaller? No, right? 43 is not smaller, 12. So don't do update it. Then J plus plus. J will become right now 6. J will become 6. 6 less than 6. You see that 6 less condition become false, come out. Now exactly S is pointing all these elements. What is right now? Minimum element S. Then exchange these two elements. Because I need to put ascending order right now. First minimum element, first location. Second minimum element, second location. Like this, we should go. Now, first minimum element we find it. Then I'm going to put that element in the first location. Whatever the element is in the first location, I'm going to put it. That's what exchange. Find the first minimum element index. Swap with first element of the array. Now I find it first minimum element. Swap with this. This becomes right now 12, and this is 56. We completed the process. Next, one element out of 6 elements, one element position we fixed. Next we have to fix. That next phase started. First phase we actually inserted smallest element in the first location. Done. Then second phase, as it is, I start. Now from the remaining elements, I have to find second minimum element. Same process I'll continue. I'm going to assume that right now I is pointing which location? Second location. It means index is 1. This element, whatever the element is there in the first index, I am assuming that is the second minimum. Later on, I'm going to compare with rest all the elements. I'm going to find out second minimum element. That is the process. Now I start comparing A of S with A of J, like this. Keep comparing. Then with 34 is 34, 56. 56 not smaller than. So S value not get updated. Go to the next J plus plus. And A of S with A of J. Still A of J is not smaller, so don't update S value. Go to the next. Now A of J is smaller than A of S. Of course, condition true. Condition true means yes, we find it one element which is smaller than 34, updated. So then go to the next one. Now A of S with A of J. No, A of J is not smaller, don't update. Then we complete all the elements. Then S is exactly pointed right now. Second smallest element. Where I should put right now? This is. I'll extend this 23 as this becomes right now 34. Like this, we are going to continue the process. Next, I go to right now here. As it is, I start the process. As it is, we start the process like this. Okay. This is what actually our process. Yes, Tejaswini. So now see that this is what your selection shot we done. That's what actually I'm writing. First, number of phases. See, we done as of now 2 phases. Like this, we need to continue how many phases? 6 element, 5 phases we have to continue. We have to continue 5 phases. That's what number of phases. Every time assuming smallest element index, then I'm searching for the minimum element index. After finding this one, I'm going to extend that particular element. That's what your selection shot. Or Venkat, are you clear right now? Is anyone having any doubt regarding selection shot? Is everyone clear with this now? Is selection shot is clear to all? Even mechanical, civil, all. Are you clear right now? Selection shot.
2-0 బ్యాలెన్స్ వచ్చినాయి 2-0 బ్యాలెన్స్ వచ్చినాయి అంటున్నా
Okay, fine. Now, as what is the logic we discussed? This is what right now arranging the elements in a what? Ascending order, increasing order. But what is the question? We need to arrange the elements in descending order. So what change we have to perform? Find the max element. Just simple one thing. This is just we need to change order right now. That's it. Rest everything is perfect, right? Just we need to change because initially we are finding minimum instead of finding right now maximum. Find the max element that we have to exchange. Rest all as it is same. This is what actually the basic sorting technique, but we'll see that. So which is required, whatever required, that only I'm actually explaining for upcoming problem solving. See, first we actually discussed about loops concepts. and we discussed about nested loop concepts, and also how to array elements can be accessed. Even C language only we discussed. Then in the arrays concepts, we done two things. One is accessing elements and maybe ascending order, descending order, one thing, and also we actually I mean displaying the elements from the last to first, one thing, and also reversing the elements of the array, one thing we done, and arranging the elements in sorted order we done. Okay, now we'll take the questions, and before going to the questions I'll give few points. So what actually we need to keep into the point while solving automata fix. So automata fix round, this round contains 7 programs which are three types. Type 1, in editor, so they will give code snippet as a function with compilation and logical errors. This is first type. Second type, it means they will give the code snippet and with compilation and also logical errors they are going to give it. Second type, you are going to find out in editor, they just give empty function and ask you to write the code for scenario. And third type, in editor, you can find main block and also function block with errors. See, first type, you don't find, in two types you don't find any main blocks, only function you can find, maybe with code or without code. But in third type you can find main block as well as function. So in all cases they are going to ask do some corrections to solve the they will give the scenario, and the code may be compilation errors or logical errors. You have to correct that code to satisfy that particular scenario. These are the few types you have to remember. Let me open the question so that you can understand how it look like and how we can solve that things. Okay. Yeah. They will give the scenario like this. They are going to mention very clearly. They'll give the code snippet without changing structure of the code. You just need to do only corrections. You should not change the code. What are the code they given as it is? Minimum changes you have to perform. Just we need to correct the code. That's it. You don't do any correct. I mean, you don't do entire program. You should not change at all. That's the first point. Keep it in the mind. Okay. Now here you see right now the first question itself. The method, what is the method name? Start method. You can see right now this is the method What is that? Short array. They are giving scenario right now. They're actually giving scenario. So short method, which short array modify the input list. This method, it will modify the input list starting the elements in which order? Descending order. The method or function accepts two arguments. What is right now? Length and also right now list. This method we are going to pass two parameters. One is length of the list and also elements of the list. And this function should perform right now, should arrange the elements in a descending order. The method or function compiles successfully but fails to get the desired result for some test cases due to logical errors. Your task is to fix the code, so the pass all test cases. Now let's see right now what is that code also, where is the correction we have to do it. Now this is the code snippet they given. You need to arrange the elements in a descending order. Where is the error? I'll give only 2 minutes of time, make it fast. I just explained. Just we need to arrange the element in a sorted order, that also descending order. If I given 2, 4, 1, 6, yeah, 7 I given, your output should be 7, 6, 4, 2, 1. This is the input, and you have to generate output of this. Within this code, where the correction is required? Anyone? Your time start now. Just explain. 2 minutes of time. Yeah, Shravani given. Only one member. Where is the errors? Compilation as well as logical errors. Yeah, this is one correction. You can see right now this is n value. We should make it this right now length. Compilation issue. Anyway, they are going to pass it. This is one thing. If not, we can do one thing. If not, you can do one thing. Just declare one array. What right now this is here. You can declare one more element. What right now this is length equal to n minus 1. This is one correction we done. Then as it is max element we are finding. See that location. Keep checking max, which is what right now? What correction I have to do right now here? Which is less than. Rest as it is same. Only two corrections. We need to fix the length and we need to change, because this code actually is going to arrange the elements in a sorted order but increasing order. But what you should write now? Decreasing order. That's why just change one symbol here. Very simple, right? Very easy to do the things. So your automata code fix is very simple, but only thing, the time, how you are going to balance the time. Maybe generally we used to get tens in that round because timer is going on. Our mind is very sometimes stuck in a narrow mind. That's why you should be very focused while solving, especially automata fix round. Is everyone mechanical, civil? Are you clear? Mechanical, civil, ECE, other branches, are you clear? This code is clear or any doubts? Are you clear with this? Yeah, fine. Now see that this is the next. Yeah, see, I'm actually requesting CSC guys, maybe you can do very easily because you already have maybe practiced, but just Yeah, I'm requesting ECE and especially mechanical civil guys, please focus. If you have any issue at any point of time, please stop and ask me. Okay. Yeah, Navyasri, you have doubt, right? Let's take Navyasri here. Okay. We'll take this code snippet right now. We'll take it this. So this is somewhat 2 and 4, 1, 8, 7. As we take an n values right now here, n value is 5, but length we take on this is length equal to n minus 1. This is the length. Length value right now 4. Length value is 4. And here you can say right now I value started here. I value started here. Now as I value started with 0 and I will start with 0 till less than length, till less than length, and now max equal to take the max value. As of now max value what we take on, this is the first element, so max value right now 2, max value is 2, location equal to I, location value is right now 0, location is 0 as of now. Then comes here we keep searching, j value started here, j value started here, max a of j, what is max value? 2, 2 greater than 4, condition false. Condition false means max will not get updated, location also not get updated, then total body get completed, control come back j plus plus, so j value become this. Still max value right now 2 only, so 2 greater than 1, 2 greater than 4, condition false, 2 greater than 1, condition true means update. So max equal to a of j, this value become right now 1, this value becomes 1, and location value become right now it is what? 2, location becomes 2, this is what right now done. So then control come back and j plus plus, j value become this. Now as it is max value become 1, location is pointing right now, this is location is pointing this one, we'll check it. Now max is 1 greater than 8, condition false, no, don't get updated. So then j plus plus, 1 greater than 7, still max greater than 7, max condition false, nothing. Then go to the next location, j value become this, right? Now we'll check it here right now, j value, j greater than what right now? 4 less than 4, condition become false, come out of. 4 less than 5, condition become false, come out of the loop, right now, come out of the loop. We are going to move out of the loop. You can take length equal to here, so just take it right now here, so length equal to n itself, that's more so, because less than only we are using, we can take that, we can take it. Yeah, perfect. Now what will happen right now, this is done, then come back and exchange. Now this becomes 1 and this becomes 2, rest as it is same, 8 as well as 7, but you are actually inserting first to minimum element in the first location. But what is the question? You need to get the biggest element, so that instead of doing this one, if I'm going to change this one is what? Less than, we are finding max element of the list. We are going to find the max element of the list. Let me take the list right now, so that you can, instead of doing that, we can do the correction. Instead of doing lesser, I'll go right now, this is, let's take the elements right now. This is 1, 1, 8, 2, 7 and 9, we take on this. Now max, I'm assuming this, max I'm assuming I value is also this one, and location wise we are taking location also this one, then keep comparing. So a of I with max with a of j, j value is this one, right? J value actually here, right? J value this, I'll compare. So max value 1 greater than, instead of this right now I'll put it less than, 1 is smaller than 8, of course condition true. So we find it one element which is bigger than this one, max will get updated. So this become right now max, this become max. Now j value, anyway j value go to this one. Now max value is 8 and j value this one, a of j, 8 less than 2, condition false, no it is not, 2 is not bigger than 8, done. So then I go to j value here, 7 greater than 8, condition false, no. Then come to j value here. Now max 8 less than a of j, 8 less than 9, condition true. Condition true means automatically max will get updated, then j plus plus, j value list got completed, come out. Now finally we fix right now max element. I'm going to extend with this. I'm going to extend with this one. Now this is right now 9, 8, 2, 7, 1. Then I'm going to focus for second max element. I'll insert in a second location. Third maximum element, I'll insert 7 in third location like this. So instead of lesser, what's right now? Instead of greater than, we can put right now less than symbol so that the code will get corrected. Are you clear right now, Naveshri? It is simple selection sort, but only thing we are finding minimum elements in this code, but you have to find max element. Is it clear all now? Yeah, fine. Now let's take this code snippet. What actually question see that the method function same element count, the function name, what actually this function performs, let's see right now, this function actually performs, yeah, forget about this class and all because Java we taken, but you can take C language, right? So this is a function, it accepts an integer array, and as of right now, how many number of elements of the array, and we need to find how many times the given element equal to the given elements to what it's right. So same element count accepts an integer array as the input and returns the number of elements in an array that are even numbers and equal to elements to its right side. Let's take the example. Let me make you understand so that you'll get the clear picture here. Let's take array here. This is a function. Actually, you're giving input right now. This is 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take this also 5. This is array. This is actually your array, right? Now, what is the question? You need to return the number of elements of the array that are even. The number should be even, and to its right side, to right side elements, it should be equal to the right side. For example, I take this element. This element is even, but right side right now, this side I plus 1. Is this 2 and 3 is equal? No, right? No. Then I take this element. This is not even. I don't consider. Now I take next element. This is even. Right side element. What is the right side element? This is the right side element. Is both are equal? Yes. Both are equal right now. We are going to keep counting. Count will become 1. Done. Then I take this element. This is even, but right side element is 5. Both are not equal actually. Both are not equal. Don't. Then I take this element. This is odd. Even though right side element is same, but this element is odd. So I don't consider. We should not take it into the account, right? So every element we should take it. In this example, especially, let's take the sample input output so that you can. One more time, let me give the sample input output. So once you got clear picture, then you can write the code and easy to understand. Yeah, let's take right now this I given 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4 I given input. This is the input. As the problem statement wise, what is the output, anyone? What is the output for this? What is the output for this? If I given input is this one as problem statement wise, what is the output, anyone? What is the output? Only CSE students are responding. I want from response from other branches so that I can see that things properly. Yeah, perfect. See, I hope most of them understand. See, one thing we understand, we take one element. If it is even, I should take right now right side element. So 2, 2, yes, count. First we take the count, initially 0. Now yes, it is equal. We can increment the counter value. Done. So then I come to this one. Now this is even, but right side element not equal. I don't do count. Now I take this. This actually odd. Even right side element is same, but it is odd. I don't count. Now this also odd. Don't count. This is even. This is even, and right side element same, increment the counter value. So this becomes right now 2, this becomes 2. Okay, done. We go to the next element. This is also even. What is the right side element? Same element. So increment counter. So counter will become right now 3. So then we go to the next element. Last element, I don't have any more elements. I can stop there only. I can stop there only. So that the answer right now 3. This is what your problem statement. Now, what is the code for this? Anyone? Can you give the code for this? Understand problem statement, right? Can you give the code for this? Very simple one. Anyone? What is the code for this? Tejaswini given perfect. It's very simple. Array value you have to. I already given. What right now you have to access all the elements. You have to access all the elements. I value started right now 0 onwards until I less than n minus 1. Don't go for till less than n because last element I don't have any more elements. This is what right now I plus plus. Simple, we need to count it here. What right now if a of I, array of I, which is what right now even equal to what? 0. It is 0 and right side element a of I should be equal to its right side element. What is right now a of I plus 1? So then we can increment the counter value. We can increment here counter value, count plus then print counter value. This is what your logic, simple logic. So now let's take the code snippet. Where is the correction? You can easy to answer in this case. If you understand problem statement, it would be very easy for you to understand. You can answer it. Now tell me, where is the correction? Anyone? First, 1 minute of time you have. Where is the correction? Where is the correction here? Oh, okay. Length. Why length minus 1? Why you are bothered about length minus 1? Length minus 1? It's okay. It's okay. Maybe you want to write it because actually I'm taking n. You can put it this less than, right? Okay, fine. Maybe you can correct it this one instead of this one. I can put here length only. Length value already passing n minus 1 only. Okay, fine. That is one correction. Okay, this is length minus 1. Any other one? Other one? Where is the correction? See that. Very simple approach. Here we are doing mistake. You are incrementing I value 2 times. That should not happen. That should not happen at all. It should be I plus 1. This is what the automata fix. You know perfect solution, but only simple corrections. So don't think that it's very hard, very simple one, but you have to focus. You just need to focus. Only one correction. What is right now? I plus 1. It should not be I plus plus. It's right now I plus 1. It should be I plus 1. Rest code as it is same. Whatever the code we understand, the code they already given, but only one small correction which is there, debugging program. We have debug and easy to correct it. The only one correction out right now, this is I in the place of I plus plus right now, I plus 1. Rest code as it is same. So is it everyone clear with this question? Is everyone clear? Are you clear with right now solution and question? Shall we go next? Especially I'm talking, especially I'm asking civil mechanical guys. So is that, are you clear? Anyway, CSE guys might be already have comfortable, but just I'm asking civil mechanical. Are you comfortable? Shall we go next program? Okay. Okay, Vadekaran. Yeah. Now let's take this question first. Understand the question. So then we'll easy to answer. First we'll take the solution, then we can easy to correct it that. First have a look at this point. Method a function, multiply number, multiply a number. What is the function? This function passing three parameters ABC of don't get confused with that. This is actually Java, that's why it's off class. This is the method actually. Method taking three parameters, accept three integers, ABC as inputs. It's supposed to return multiplicative product of three input elements. Multiplicative product of three input elements. Just it need to return multiplicative product of three input elements. And the function is fine. Function look like fine, but gives right now compilation errors. It is giving actually compilation errors. Your task is to fix the compilation error. Where is the compilation error? This is a very simple one. We don't need to discuss much here. Just take the code snippet. Now tell me, where is the correction? Simple one. Just we need to return multiplicative of the numbers. Where is the compilation issue? Where is the wrong in this particular code? Anyone? Yeah. So in case you have issues, I'll explain here. Simple. The thing is that ternary operator. What is the ternary operator? If expression 1 question mark expression 2 colon expression 3. Now expression 1 is true. Statement 2 got executed. Expression 1 is false. Expression 3 will get executed. That's the simple your syntax of the ternary expression. Now expression 1 is true. Expression 2 will get executed. Expression 1 is false. Expression 3 will get executed. That is the basic syntax of your ternary expression. Now as per as this problem statement concerned, you can have a look here. ABC values are given. Let's take any values. Let's take simple. A is, I give A value 3 and B value somewhat 6 and C value somewhat, let's take 4 be taken. Now result wise max, we are finding max value. A is greater than B. So you see right now this open bracket and close here, right? This condition for this one, for this condition, this actually, and for this rest all is there, right? Now A greater than B, A greater than say condition true, A is bigger, otherwise C is bigger. That's fine. So as of now, this is 1 for this one condition. Now if B greater than say B is, as of now this is perfect. We are finding max value. There is no issue with that. If A is greater than B, now come to the condition, A is greater than C, A is bigger. If this condition is false, C is bigger. So it's okay. So we are finding if this condition itself is false, now I'm going to compare B greater than C, B is bigger, otherwise C is bigger. Okay, this statement perfectly shows exactly max value become right now 6. Max value becomes 6, and let's come to the minimum. A less than B. Of course, A less than B condition true. Condition true means comes here. A less than C. Of course, this condition also true. Now A value is what? Minimum. Now this minimum value become right now 3. Minimum value become 3. Then mid equal to A plus B plus C. Whatever right now A plus B plus C total 9 plus 4 13. So 13 minus max plus min. So max plus min right now this is 9. So automatically third value you are going to get 4. So mid value. So mid value because right now it is 4. It is actually 4. Now see that. So result equal to max into mid. Max into mid, right? What is the wrong here? You should not put this. You have to write right now max into mid. That's it. But one thing you are very clear, they are writing some portion of the code in that they are returning the multiplication some numbers, The compilation, you should not write int here. You should not write here. What is the answer here? You have the correction max into mid. That's it. Max into mid. In case they might added here minimum also, you can add the minimum also, no problem, based on the test case. But what is the compilation here? You should not write this. You should not write this one. But one thing we understand in the problem statement, how to find max number among three numbers, how to find minimum number, how to find minimum among given three numbers. This is the logic for finding max number. This is the logic to find min number. And finally, they are actually finding third number. Then they are writing right now result equal to max into mid. This should not happen. So max, this is right now max into min. One more time. Okay, fine. So let's take right now max. I'll write somewhat very big thing here. Max. We take on bracket. What right now this is? A greater than B. Right? As of now, let's see this one. This as it is one statement, colon, this is one statement. Okay. Now in this portion, actually we are writing one logic. Yeah, I'll write it. So yeah, some Deepak is having issue. Let's see right now. First thing is this: if this condition is true, this will get executed. If this condition is false, this will get executed. Okay. Now if it is true, this will get executed. If it is false, this will get executed. Okay. That's what actually we know that. Now in this portion, what right now, if A greater than B, then here they are putting one more condition. What is right now? A greater than C, question mark. If A greater than C condition true, A is maximum. If this condition is false, obviously C is maximum. Obviously C is maximum. This portion actually filled with this. Okay, now this portion actually they are filling with another one. See right now, this actually filling. If A greater than B condition false, so B is bigger in this case, then we are comparing here. B greater than C. B is already bigger than A. B is already bigger than A. Now we are comparing B greater than C. If this condition is true, obviously B is bigger. If this condition is false, C is bigger. C is bigger, right? Now see that. First, let's take right now A value. I'll take A value somewhat 4. B value let's take somewhat 6. And C value let's take somewhat 3 we taken. Now A greater than B, 4 greater than 6, condition false. Condition false means directly control comes right now. This else block, if else block, it comes here. Now B greater than C, B greater than C, condition false. Condition false means whatever, sorry, B greater than condition true. Condition true means this. B is bigger. Automatically max will become right now this. Max will become this. See, 4 greater than 6, condition false. Condition false directly comes here. Now 6 greater than 3, condition true. Condition true means right now B is bigger. Automatically max will become right now 6. Max will become 6. So this is what actually the how to find max number using ternary operator. Is it clear, Deepak? Now is everyone clear, or need to explain one more time? Is everyone clear how to find? Yeah, Tejaswini, some brackets. Yeah, if the brackets are there, you can keep it, no problem, because they are already keeping here one more bracket here, one more. Yeah, you can fix it that. Yeah, no issue, because this bracket and this bracket ending, I don't think so we have more brackets. You can check it once. As of now, I concern compilation is only this. As far as concerned, you can check it once for max. Okay, maybe bracket is there, you can, yeah, I think you want to keep it here, you can keep it, no problem. You want to keep it here, yeah, you can keep it. Yes, yes, Tejaswini, if you want, yes, you can. Is it clear to all how to find max? Is it clear to all? Shall we go next problem statement? Now maybe here you can concern this, as we mentioned, this is 2 brackets, you can keep it, and also this should not happen. Rest everything is correct. Rest the problem statement is fine. Only brackets are missing and one more int is there. That is the 2 things we are actually missing. These 2 corrections in this particular problem statement. See that? Yeah. Yes, Tejashni, correct. See that? This and this. Two corrections. Is that you are feeling any difficult to solve that automata fix? Just I want to know from your end. Is that you're feeling that very tough problems? Very simple problems only, right? But only focus. How you are focused at that particular moment. That decides. Is that you're feeling any tough, such a very tough problems? No, right? Everyone comfortable with this problem statements? Fine. Yeah. Now see that very simple problem statement, just printing what right now? Pattern. Print pattern. And we need to print this pattern when our input value is, if the input is 3, we are printing right now. First, whenever I value 1, you are printing 2 ones. I value 2 means you are printing 4 ones. I value 3 means you are printing 6 ones. Here 6 ones, here 4 ones, here 1 1. What is the formula here? 2 into I. 2 into I. That many numbers each row we are printing, right? So whenever I value 1, you are printing 2 ones. Whenever I value 2, you are printing 4 ones. Whenever I value 3, you are printing 6 ones, right? This is actually your formula. So what is the code for this? You need to print how many number of rows? First, for number of rows, how many number of rows? 1, 2, 3, 3 rows. Let's start with I value what? 1 onwards. Then I less than or equal to what? N. Because you need to print I value start with 1 onwards. I value start with 1 onwards. So please be clear with that.
ఎవరక్క
289. Can you please keep it mute? Yeah, fine. Yeah, just have a look at I less than equal to n, then I plus plus. Now here we have to print inner loop. See right now, inner loop is executed how many times? 2 into I times. Let's go at this for j value. You can start j value is what? 1 onwards. But j should be less than or equal to what? 2 into I. 2 into I and j plus plus. J plus plus. J plus plus and print of ones. You can print ones here. So the only thing you have to focus right now, this block and this block. You're just printing, right? Very simple problem statement. Then we'll see the code snippet and immediately we are going to correct it. Let's see right now. Now tell me, where is the correction in this one? Immediate. Where is the correction? Where is the correction? Gayatri, fine. Yeah, it's okay. Print predefined. No problem. Where is the correction? Yeah, print one only, ma. We taken one. Yeah, that's fine. But only one correction here. This you have to make right now. This is j plus plus. Is it correct or any other things? Is that is the only one correction? Any other corrections? Why you want to start I value 0? You can start with 1 only. You can start with 1 less than or equal to. That's fine. I will start with 1. That's fine, ma. Only j plus plus. Any other corrections? Please see that. Where is the corrections? Please check it once. Yes, yes, Manjit Singh, Navesri, yeah, perfect. See, in case you are doing only one correction here, you are saying right now this make it as j plus plus, right? Let's see right now what happens. For this particular statement, this is the body. For this statement, this is the body. What about this statement? Where this statement falls? This actually outside. This actually outside the for loops, right? What happened? Let's take right now n value given 3. N value given right now 3. So 1 less than equal to 3 condition true. Actually I value is what right now 1, and j value also start with every time it start with 1. Then 1 less than equal to 3 condition true, and 1 less than equal to condition true. 1 got printed. Control come back j plus plus. 2 less than equal to condition true. 1 got printed. 1 got printed. As soon as you completed this particular body, then automatically control goes where? Control goes to this particular statement. So then one more time 1 1 1 1. So there is no chance to go to the next 1 1 1 1 1 1. So like this within a row entire got printed. So it means your output would be like this, and after printing the first row then control comes to the new line. So this is what actually mistake here. The mistake is brackets. That's very important. So you have to do right now correction. Correction is right now, this is one correction. This is j plus plus, and also you have to keep it this open bracket. This is end. This is end bracket, and also you have to keep it this bracket as well as this bracket. That's very important. Brackets are very important. If you are going to miss the bracket, you are going to get output within a row 1 1 1 1 1, and here 1 1 1, and here it is like this you are going to get. But your output should be like this, right? Your expecting output is this. Your expecting output is this. So this is the correction, the only thing. So debugging is very important. I think Monica and Manjit Navesti is corrected. Yeah, see that only correction j plus plus, and also this brackets are very important. Otherwise your output would be totally different. Output would be totally different. Now let's take this particular problem statement. We'll understand the problem statement, then we'll see that what actually we have to do the corrections. The method function replace, method name is right now replace values. Modify the input list. Modify the input list such a way that if the length of the input is odd, length of the input is odd, then all the elements of the input list supposed to be replaced by ones. Supposed to be replaced by ones. In case the length of the list is even, the element should be replaced right now zeros. Element should be replaced by zeros. As per example wise, you see right now this is the list given. What is the length of this list? Here length is what? 3. So length is odd. Length is odd means all values replaced right now 1 1 1 1. If for example I give an input, for example I will give the input is this. If the input is this 2 4 3 6, I given this is the input. This is the input is given. Now for this, what is the output? Anyone? If I given the input is this, what is the output for this? If I give the input is this one, what is the output? Zero 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 zero. Simple, right? Yeah, perfect. Now yeah, just have a look right now. Now tell me what is the correction here? Where is the correction? Yeah, here where is the correction? See, size is even, so we have to check it all, and we have to replace this one. Where is the correction? I value should be incremented by 1. Here also j value should be incremented by what? 1. but it incrementing by 2. If you are going to follow this logic, if a value we given like this may be 0, 1, 2 I given. Let assume that this I given. We have to replace right now. First I value started here. This will replace right now 1, and let's take that this is 3 is there. Let assume that this 3. Then I plus 2, I value become this one. This will replace 1, but this will not replace. So you have to replace all elements is ones, so that the increment is right now it is only 1, not with 2, not with. If I'm going to follow this one, what happen right now? First element, then alternative elements will replace with what? Ones. You can take even it is yeah. If you take such a big list right now, I'll go right now. This is 2, 4, 7, 6, 8, 9 we taken. What is the length of this list right now? 6, right? Yeah, length of the list is 6. If the length of the list is 6, so obviously we should replace no zeros, right? We should replace 0. I value will replace this is 0. Then I plus 2, I value becomes here. I value becomes here. I value become 2. This is 0. Then next it become right now. I value becomes here. It become right now 4. I value become 4. Then it's going only this will replace right now zeros. Alternative elements replace. But what is the question? You have to replace all elements is zeros. You have to replace all elements should be zeros. You have to replace all elements should get replaced right now zeros. So that you should be very clear with this. Only the correction right now you have to increment by 1 1, not with 2. Rest code as it is same. Rest code as it is same. Yeah. See that only correction is that. Only correction is this. Rest code as it is same. The correction is this one. You need to increment only 1 1. You need to increment only what? 1 1 element at a time. Yeah. Now this is also quite interesting problem statement. Very simple one. I hope everyone can answer this. Let's see right now. Let me explain problem statement. The function method all exponent. The function name is this. Actually, it returns a real number. Real number means double or float. Represents the result. Represents the result. Exponential of base. Exponential of base raised to the power of exponents for all the inputs. Let's take right now. I given the input. For example, all exponent we are giving, right? This actually accepted in two values. The base value is, and also I given right now this is 2 as well as 4. What put the output right now? 2 power 4. Obviously what right now 2 as well as 4, right? Yeah. Sorry for interruption. Yeah. Now I can have a look here. We have to find right now base value. If I given the base value is 3 and exponent value is what? Somewhat 6 I given. What should the output? 3 power 6. 3 power 6. We have to written it. So now here we should write the code. What is the code we have to write? Anyone? What is the code we have to write? We need to return right now real values. Very simple. If I given the input is this, maybe sometimes I can give the input is base value we given this is 3 6. Sometimes we can give the base value is different also. If I given the base value is 3 and this will be minus 2. Exponential value again right now minus 2. What right now? 3 power minus 2. So finally it would be right now 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means right now this is 0.333. 0.333 would come. So in the case, what actually code we have to write here? If exponent value is greater than, that's fine. We are going to call this particular function, but try to understand the problem statement also one more time. I'll show that one more time here. Problem statement. Just read out. this code, the problem statement should get executed. This code is function method right now positive exponent uses efficiently. So the code should execute only for right now positive exponential, but even it should get executed right now normal also. In that case, what change you have to do in this particular problem statement? Very simple, right? We know that how to find, yeah. Instead of that, still, yes, Monica, Tejashini, yes. No, I don't want program. Just what is the correction here? The write a code for negative numbers also simple, right? One set of river. Otherwise, you can write now. This is, you can use power function. You can use power function, power of base. Power of base come what? Exponential. Simple, right? Power function always return real values. Yeah. So we can directly use power function. We can directly write now power function. So whenever you want to find even negative values also, yes, you can do that. Simply you can write now power function. We can use power function. The only we need to change here power function. If it is a positive value, directly call this particular function. If not, call what right now power function. Yeah, base comma exponential. Perfect. You can see that the very simple one, you can check it. But only thing, always power function return type is right now double. Return type is always, it is double. Return is always double. That's why actually we are converting as a float. Why? Because return type is right now float. If you want to make it double, you can make it double. So that also you should be, especially when you're working with online compilers, it is very specific. You're going to be trouble. That's why you should follow this one, because power function always is written double value. That's why actually we are writing separately as a typecasting. Otherwise, you will be fall in any trouble. So please keep it this point. So power function returns right now double, because even it accepts right now parameters also double only. Parameters also it is double values. Yeah, this is, I think, very starting one I just explained. Let's have a look here. Very simple problem statement. What is the question? This function method calculates matrix sum, returns an integer representing sum of odd elements of the given matrix whose ijth index is what? Same. Ijth index is same. Let's take example right now. I'll take this example. I'll go right now. This is 1. Let me take this is 4, and this is maybe 3, this may be 7, and this is 6, 4, 2, 1, 5. Let's take this also, maybe somewhat 0. Let's take it as the problem statement wise. What they're mentioning, you have to find, you just need to find I index. What is the index of this one? 0, 0, right? This actually right now 0, 1. Where is the index? Ij index same, only 0, 0. This index right now 1, 1. This index right now 2, 2. This index is 2, 2, right? This index is 2, 2. Yes, Nandini. I think that problem statement already done previously. Yeah, you are fine. Now, in this particular problem statement, you have to calculate matrix sum, and you need to find out only this particular index elements, and in that also what right now only odd numbers. You should not find even numbers. Now this 4 is not odd, so 3 is odd, okay, then 7 is odd, okay, so output right now 10, output would be 10. You need to find the elements, diagonal elements, and what elements you have to find? Sum. Only odd elements only have to find the sum. Let's take next example so that you can get the clear picture. Yeah, you can take one more example. I'll take this. This may be 3, 4, and also 6 are given, and this 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 7 are given. Now tell me what is the output in this particular example? Yeah, what is the output for this? As problem statement, this function should return what? Yeah, this function should return what? Only, yeah, only this elements you have to take it, only diagonal elements. Within this, what is the odd elements? Only one element is odd. Only one element is odd. Only it should get 3 should be the output. That's what actually problem statement, right? Okay, now you understand problem statement. Let me do, code is already given, just we need to do correction only, right? Let's take right now. Very starting I explain how to access the elements. Yeah, I think Tejas already written code, Srinivas also written. Okay, fine. Good to see that. Now tell me, where is the correction in this one? Anyone? Where is the correction in this? Code already given. Just I want correction for this. Where is the correction? Tejaswini given something. Okay, what about others? Yes. Now see that row wise started, right? Row value, column value 0, then comes here. Actually, I value started 0. I value started here 0. Row started, and some value also already started. What right now 0. Some value started 0. Come to the next one. J value already started. Also what 0. Done. Then 0 equals 0. Condition true. And A of 0. It is actually, yeah, matrix of 0 0. What is right now 1. So 1 mod 1 by 2, right? In the place of, we have to write now, this is what? One more correction. You have to write now modulus. You have to put modulus. Now 1 modulus 2, 1 modulus 2 equals 0, condition true. Condition true means some value become right now 1. It becomes 1. Okay, done. So then total body get completed. Total body get completed, and control automatically come back and write now j plus plus. J value become right now 1. And of course, we can write now, this is 0 equal to 1, condition false, nothing happens. Then j plus plus, j value become right now 2. Then 0 equal to condition false, nothing is going to happen. Then total body get completed. Total body get completed. Then control come back to what right now? I plus plus. I value become right now 1. Then one more time, some value become right now 0. Some value becomes 0. Whatever the previous diagonal elements, you are making 0. This become right now 0. So finally, what happened right now? At last, actually, if you're going to follow this logic, you'll get output is 5. You don't get output is what? 6. But actually, output should be 6. But you're going to get output is 5. Why? Because for every row, we are making some values right now 0. This should not be written here. You should not put this one. You should write this before only. Before for loop, you can write here, no problem. You can write here, no problem. But you should not write inside this. So this one correction. And this is another correction. You have to check it even or odd. Even or odd. These are the two corrections in this particular program. Are you clear right now? Is everyone clear with problem statement solution? Is it clear? Yeah, matrix, it's fine. They are given 2-dimensional, right? If you want to write it in matrix of double quotation, that's fine. That is no issue. That's no issue. Yeah, this is no problem. 2-dimensional we taken. Yes, we can take it. This. No issue with that. Yeah. One more last problem statement. Let me complete that, so that you are going to have the exam today. We'll pause the link also. We can practice things. I think I already explained this. You need to reverse the array. Question is right now the function reverse an array. So we just need to reverse all the elements of the array. The function method, we takes right now 2 integers. One is length and integers. So this is the array given. We have to written it. We have to reverse all the elements, right? That very starting of the session only explain how to reverse the elements of the array, right? Just where is the correction of the code? You only tell me now. Just have a look here. Now tell me where is the correction in this? For this code, where is the correction? And maybe you might be new with this. You can use in C language also like this. It's no issue. Where is the correction here in this particular body of the code? Where is the correction? Just you need to reverse the array, right? 10, yeah, 10, 20, 13, 14 kind we taken, and actually I value starting here and length started here, right? Length started here. So we are going to exchange. Original is this, right? We actually going to top this point. We exchange this one, and I should get incremented, and this should get decremented. It should come this side, right? But what actually you're doing here? You're incrementing. It should right now decrementing. So length minus equal to what? 1. Rest code is fine. Only one simple change. This is the simple change. See, these type of questions only are going to get in AutoMetaFix. So don't think that very big questions will come. At least out of 7, 5 questions are like this only. 2 questions very tricky. That we'll see. As of now, I'm explaining only small portions, but tricky questions will come to the next sessions. So I hope everyone feeling comfortable with these questions. So is that still mechanical, civil, and EC people are feeling difficult with the AutoMetaFix questions? Are you comfortable now? Yeah. Is that comfortable now, this type of questions? Fine. This also quite interesting, very simple problem statement. Let's have a look right now. What is time? Okay, another 5 minutes are there. I'll wind up. See, this is the question function method, just max replace method. What is the question? Print space separated integers. You have to give the space also. They particularly mention, see that print space separated integers representing the elements of the input list with maximum element of the input list. So actually the input is this, and every element should replace what right now? Max element. Out of this, which is the max element? 20 is max element, and you have to print how many times? 10, 5, 20, 7 also 20, 4 also 20, 3 also 20, 20 also 20, 15 also. All elements should get replaced now. Max element. How to find max element from the list? How to find max element from the list? You can start with I value is what? 1 onwards. You just find out max value. I less than n, right? And I plus plus. And here you have to put the condition, which is check it right now. If max, we are going to assume that now if max is smaller than a of j, a of I, then update max value, max equal to a of I. Yeah. So max equal to simple what right now? A of I. You can write this and end of this for loop. Before that, you should assume that what right now? Max equal to, you can assume max equal right now a of 0. A of 0, you can assume it. Now see that max value actually we are assuming as 10. Now we keep comparing 10 with 5. No, 5 is not bigger. 7 is not bigger. 4 is not bigger. 3, it is also not bigger. 20, yes. So condition is true. Max value get updated. So this big right now 20. Then 20 with 15, no. So finally max value got printed. Then replace all the elements. Just replace all the elements. So we can initialize all the elements is that. This is the what? Simple. We just find the max element, replace all the elements with max element. So just take a code. Now tell me where is the correction this? Where is the correction in this? Where is the correction in this one? We are actually assuming max element. We keep finding, right? Where is the correction? Anyone, where is the correction? I equal to 1. Okay. Perfect. 555. Good observation. See, this is the correction. We have to put star. This is no problem. You are going to write 1 or 0, no problem. Even you write 0 also, one element we are going to compare one more time. No issue with that. Parameter passing, this is the correction. Just only one correction, rest everything is fine. Very simple corrections, so don't get panic with especially automata fixing rounds, but only have to practice more and more. Only have to practice more and more. Yeah, spaces, one more. That is also one more. Yeah, yes. That's one more case. Here you can write now space. It means you write right now percentage of D and spaces you have to give. You have to give right now spaces. You should give the space. These two corrections, rest everything is fine. So this is what as of now for today's session. If you have any doubts or any clarifications, you can ask me. I'll discuss another 2 minutes. And link will be disclosed for you. The link is open till tomorrow morning up to 8 a.m. 60 minutes. And as it is automata fix 7 questions and your apti 25 questions. You have to take that exam. So based on this course, after 2 days, we are going to get the bright batches. For them anyway, separate style of maybe HR, everything is going to start for them. If still you people are very low, so then you need to brush up one more time basic things. So please practice well based on your scores. So 2 batches will be segregated. So if you are in a fast batch, you can learn the HR things also very fastly. If you are in a no, today there is no webcam. Today there is no webcam, so we are not putting. After 2 days, we are going to enable that also. As of now, no webcam. So because I spoke with some people, or maybe not having proper system at that home current, so we'll wait for another 2-3 days. Then you have to. Yeah, is anyone having any doubts or any clarifications? You can ask me now. Anyone having any doubts? Yeah, you can unmute and you can ask me. That's what from 7 p.m. to till tomorrow morning 8 a.m. 1 hour, 60 minutes duration. Only one time you can take exam. After that, automatically, a second attempt it won't allow. But within this time period, you can take any time. From 7:30 p.m. today till tomorrow morning 8 a.m. You can take the test. 60 minutes duration of the exam. Link will forward. We'll forward the link as soon as session completed. We'll forward. As of now, we given 7 coding questions and 25 aptitude questions. Maybe randomly you can get it. Tomorrow onwards, you are going to have separate section wise. Today also maybe section wise might be there, or maybe sometimes random questions, right? Maybe club is going to come. But tomorrow onwards, session wise, you are going to have the exam. Today only aptitude and technical.